Today is August 21st, 2024, Wednesday. Right now, about 11:15 a.m. I'm late making the video, but I still wanted to make sure that I do it because I think I'm still kind of struggling with the consistency a little bit, and this actually shows how when our consistency breaks about any good habit. Excuse me, I do have a little cough, but I would see if it goes away in a few days or something. Maybe next week, if it still continues, I should go to a walk-in place or something for a doctor's visit. Anyway, so yesterday in general was good. I was continuing like the day prior. I removed myself from the situation where I could have hard time processing the challenging situations that I could anticipate. But you know, our lives are sometime all interconnected with many people around us. So you can try what you can, but still there could be impact. So even if you try to live by the rules, there still could be external impact in how we process it, especially if it keeps impacting you, and then you try many different ways, and still can't anyway, so it was a little hard at night processing those emotions, but I'm glad today's a new day. I gotta keep focusing on the things that are productive, would make me feel better. Maybe perhaps today's a good day for me to write down the above the line, below the line thing that I was talking about, where above the line items, or I heard it in a meditation, so it's not my concept. A meditation from the Insight Timer app, where the person said, draw a line on the middle of the paper and write down the things that makes you happy, that makes you feel better above the line, and below the lines are the things that we normally focus on. And if you start writing down, his point was that you'll see that you'll fill up the bottom of the page very quickly, because those are the things that we normally keep focusing on without even trying. And the good things, either going to the gym or going for a walk, those are the things that makes us happy. Those are the things that we have to sometimes force ourselves to do. So I just gotta keep going. Yesterday I saw that a nice comment back from another a person on the channel, a viewer, thank you for your comment, for writing the details. Many people in this world, we are all in some sort of transformation, some sort of journey where we're trying to find the best version of ourselves and trying to be happier, trying to navigate this journey of life. And sometimes it gets very challenging, right? And it's normal. Our life is a cycle. Remembering that it's a cycle, that good times and bad times, they all go in cycles. When we are having fun or enjoying life, it seems to be going faster because then we are right at the present moment. We're not thinking about the past. We're not thinking about the future. But when life is challenging, then it goes slower. And one of the things I found is when we are having challenges, several different ways. Like one is turn to God, trust in God for the path that you are in, and believe that this is a learning lesson. There is some positive that will come out of it. And it may not always seem like that, but I just got to believe that it is. And in the last many months, I cried for different things, but I think I have become a little stronger, so when I talk about these things, I don't cry as much, but I have a lot of realization, I have a lot of learning, and some things are easier to let go now that it was a few months ago. And sometimes we need that time, and it is okay. You know, life is short. At the same time, it is not so short that you can't give the time to yourself to heal. It's not so short that you can take the time for yourself to put yourself back together after you are broken apart. And I'm grateful that I was able to the path. I'm in 40s now, I'm in midlife, so many difficulties that I had to overcome from coming from a small town in India to here in the United States. It's 19 years now. All my family is in India. I'm the only one here. So the path that I have traveled to get to where I am had many ups and downs, had many challenges, had many naysayers for the things that I did. But somehow I'm here. So I don't know, maybe some of those challenges helped me along the way to process these emotions from late last year through many months. See, the year would be ending in a few more months, and in some way, even though things are challenging, I'm so grateful that I feel stronger, more resilient, and more confident about myself than I could say that I felt 3 months ago or 6 months ago. And that was necessary. That was necessary to do all the work. You cannot fit in the definition of perfection for anyone else, but in your heart, you will know that when you think that you're doing your best, and we are, after all, a human being, even if you do your best, then also sometime you will be poked, you'll be accused that you are not doing good enough. And that is okay. When that happens more than enough time, then you know that it's time to let go of those emotions. It's time to let go of those situations that are holding you back. Like they say, you need to let go of the things that no longer serve you, no longer serves your soul. We all have different kind of challenges in life, and we all seek happiness. Dalai Lama says that we are all the same. We are all human beings. We are 1 out of 8 billion people in the world. It is important to put our ego aside, and time to time ego will show up even when we try our best. Ego will show up, and in many different forms, not just usual form, but ego is when we may say that our ideas are better than someone else's, and we know better than someone else, or like they say, live a life of an observer when we are judging, criticizing, or blaming. Those could also be part of ego. This afternoon I have a doctor's appointment. I figured that I have to start making the short videos in the afternoon because I think last night when I had a little challenge processing some emotion, probably that wouldn't have happened if I were to make a shorter video, because that kind of connects me back to the mindfulness that even if you try everything, there will be times that things will get challenging. You know in your heart that you are trying to do good, but I don't know, maybe people will get in the way. They won't let you do good. So things happen, but you gotta do what you can. I know some of these things are very vague, but since this is a public channel, I I share some and some I don't, because maybe someday I'll be comfortable enough to share more. But I think I have something in my teeth. I had breakfast at Energy Squares with my coffee. Anyway, thank you so much for the people who keep coming back and watching the video and give me thumbs up, and you encourage me with your comment. I hope any challenges that you are going through in your life, because we all do, life is like that. Somebody we know in our life, a family, friends, might be struggling with their health or career, relationship, loneliness, right? So many things. So I hope and pray that in your life you also find peace, happiness, and you also focus on the things about the line, the concept that I was sharing earlier, that I learned from a insight timer meditation. Like, above the line things are that if you go on a trip, or even if you go for coffee with a friend, that can lift you up. So the things that lifts you up are the above the line. Focus on those, because our mind would keep focusing on the challenges, the emotions from the day prior, or the worries from the future. But you have to figure out a way to keep focusing on the good, and imagine the good to attract good in our life. I was thinking to watch the movie Secret that came out in 2006 by Rhonda Byrne. It became a very popular movie. The concept had been there for a long time. It's a very similar concept that I read in Napoleon Hill's book Think and Grow Rich, that came out in 1937, so about 100 years old. And then in 1980s, when Abraham Hicks, they started their research and videos, and Abraham Hicks have a lot of YouTube videos that talk about how the law of attraction, law of vibration works, because when we are in that zone, the good things keep coming to us, because by default our mind is not in the good zone, so then the more bad keeps happening. So there are many self-help gurus who would tell you the same, or the books, it's all the same message. We just have to go with what resonates with us. And what I found most helpful is the community. Having a community is so important, because it is very easy to fall off the wagon. It's very easy to not continue on the path that gives us joy. We all understand it, but because it seems like it's another thing to do, but that is what keeps us on track. That is what helps us to force ourselves to do the things that actually makes us feel better. And sometime when life gets hard, the people in the community will make us feel better. In the coming weeks, a friend of mine, she actually came up with the idea, because it's been a long time with COVID and everything, anything like that. We did like a few girls, we can meet in the evening at a restaurant or something, and that would be fun. So you got to plan for that, things like that. And if you're a guy, do that with your guy friends, or other friends. It's because they say that men think that they don't need friends, but we are all human beings. Human connection, talking about things, can always make us feel better. And sometimes just by talking to somebody, you would get ideas and things like that will help you to propel further in a good direction. Sometimes when we just process it ourselves, we don't get all the ideas because our brain keeps going in cycle on the same same pattern. So I almost think of it as like how they say in books, they say, like, I think it was in Think and Grow Rich, where it's like a chemical reaction when two things come together. I think, like hydrogen and oxygen makes water at the same time. Hydrogen can also make atomic bomb. So it's sometime when the right composition is there, the same thing, same particle can make a very good thing or very bad thing. So how the frequency and everything matches, how the chemistry works makes a big difference. That can go with relationship or or a job where you have a harmonious job. It can be that. I have done many jobs in my life in 20 years of career where I would be so excited on Sunday afternoon that next day is Monday. So feeling that excitement for a job means that you are really, really enjoying your work. And at the same time, there were times on Sunday afternoon I don't feel that good because next day is Monday. So that you know what that means. So in some ways, similar things can happen in our life with relationship or health. So I'd say what Thich Nhat Hanh says, that you gotta nourish the good, and those are the lessons also are so important that we don't always realize. And the good relationship that we have with friends, what I try to do is with all my good friends, here and there, just check in with them, like even if you send a text, I don't know, once in 2 weeks or even once a month, because people, life gets busy, and if you genuinely care about some friends and they care about you, to maintain that, you need to water that relationship. And the watering, because Thich Nhat Hanh uses the concept of watering the lettuce. So if you water that relationship, you nourish that relationship, it's going to grow, right? Because if you help others when you are in need, they are going to be there to help you. Excuse me. And Dale Carnegie has this book, How to Make Friends and Influence People. And he talks about when you take interest in others' interest, you can make more friends in 2 months than in 2 years you keep trying to share just your story and have them listen to you. And that's the part, that's our normal human emotion that we I forget, right? Because that's our human nature. But when we try to do that, be there for people, be kind to people, and share, and lend a hand when they need, there will be people there to help us when we are in need. And don't get me wrong, all 10 out of 10 people are not going to be there for you. But if we keep doing that, majority of them will be there. Because normally our outer world is a reality of our inner world. So when we try to be kind and nice, majority of the people will reflect that. But there will be some people who won't, and we need to be able to let go of that. Because even if you think of from the history, the big people, right, like Abraham Lincoln, Gandhi, Martin Luther King, the biggest people on earth, even they had people that did not like their concepts. It seems hard to realize that because not everybody will accept our ideas. Not everybody will think that we are in our right path, even though, because the perception, all of our perceptions are different based on how we grow up, based on how the world around us is, and our perception is what creates our reality. So as I have been reading these different books and stuff, the same reality appears very differently to two people. Like, this is a concept they use in one book or something. It says like the glass is half full, right? So I can say the glass is half full, another person can say the glass is half empty, and both are right statements. You cannot say that the one person is wrong and the one person is right. You can say one person is optimistic, one person is pessimistic, or another person can make a statement that, oh, there is a cup, so there is no need to worry about if there's enough water or not. And there's so many ways to look at it, and that's the part that we all need to remember, that our perception is what makes our reality. And when we are trying to be friends with someone or in a relationship, what's important is to recognize the differences and try to understand why someone might be saying that the glass is half empty and why we might be saying the glass is half full, right? Because it's all based on our life experience, our childhood, our upbringing, and all the things that we have experienced in our life ourselves, all the path that we had to travel, metaphorical path that we had to travel to get to where we are. And why somebody might be wanting to keep filling the rest of the cup, and why somebody else may not worry that, okay, the cup is half full already, so we don't have to worry now. So it all comes from that, and understanding, and other person's perspective can help us to keep moving forward in a positive way. So just have to keep doing that. So I'm going to do, just for the practice sake, because since I'm falling a little bit off the mindfulness journey, I'm going to do the things that I used to do before. I'm going to do a little grounding technique, and then do my mantra, and then the visualization. Okay, so I'm going to do 5 breaths. So I was really trying to breathe deeply to see if I could smell anything. I don't know, I felt like there's like the smell of the fabric or something, but it was not strong, so I don't know. And when I try to hear any sound, it's pretty quiet. I can hear just my voice. I was trying to hear if I could hear any birds chirping or anything from outside, but I can't really, because the windows are closed and it's a glass window. But the sounds, I don't hear any sound. I see my eyeglasses in here and my computer mouse and other different things in different colors. And taste, I remember the taste of the coffee this morning and last night's dinner. And temperature is a little cold in the house. I feel the chair. And I'm glad that I'm doing this grounding technique, because actually in the last few days, when I have to sit on the chair, I didn't feel that chair, right? It sounds so insignificant, but it is significant. But that, because that tells that how we are not living in the present. I feel the clothes on my body, the fabric, and the tablecloth. and thinking. As far as thinking goes, right now, today, especially after talking about these things for a while, actually, I think even though I'm thinking a little bit about the past and the present, because I'm not able to help myself, you know how that goes, I'm still able to focus more on the present as I'm talking in this video, so that does help. I'm gonna do the mantra. I accept all things, and I trust in God. I speak kind, compassionate words, uplifting, positive words. Love, peace, harmony, joy, happiness, patience. Live in the present, be kind, forgive people and all challenging emotions from the past and the future. Find positives in every situation. Let go of the challenging emotions from the past and the present, and continue the goodness, the kindness, clarity in heart, the courage, the confidence, the resilience that helps me to keep going and not give up. Just trying to do a little bit of intention setting and visualizing. Okay, I'll try to make at least one short video, if not more, later in the day to keep myself in the zone. I hope you continue your practice, whatever you do, even if it's 10 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day, or even just 1 minute. You know, there are this meditation or breathing exercise and things like that. Or you just listen to 1 minute video on this Insight Timer app. I have been using this app a lot, Insight Timer. And that app has 1 minute, 2 minute audios, and there's a free version which has limitless things there, and there's no ad. So try those help a lot. Sometime when the day is going differently than otherwise I would expect, sometime even those short videos have helped me tremendously to feel better. So try these things if you are having challenging emotions, and I hope you have a wonderful day.